So, how many of you like food?
How much water do you actually have on a daily basis?
How many glasses of milk do you drink every day?
How many of you have some form of dessert every day?
All of these questions deal with the term nutrition. But Storm, what is nutrition?
Thank you for asking, Brittany. Nutrition is the process in which our body takes in and uses food.
And it's so important to be aware of what we consume every day and what our portion sizes are.
There are 6 basic areas to consider. Fruits, such as strawberries or grapes.
Vegetables, such as corn.
Grains, such as bread.
Dairy, such as milk.
Meat, such as hamburger or chicken.
And lastly, we have fats, such as cookies or brownies. So our first food group that we're going to talk about today is fruits.
Fruits are an essential component to our health.
And also, by consuming a plentiful amount of fruit, we can reduce the risk of chronic diseases in our bodies.
You can also reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke by eating fruits.
So there are several different types of fruits.
The first being grapes.
There's also oranges,
And blueberries,
strawberries,
apples.
cantaloupe. Fruits are low in calories, fat, and sodium.
They also contain potassium, vitamin C, and dietary fibers.
So as you can see, fruits are very good for you, and it is recommended that you have 2 to 4 servings of fruit per day.
It is recommended that you have 2 to 4 servings of fruit per day. Next we have vegetables.
Eating vegetables provides us with many health benefits.
People who eat vegetables as part of their overall healthy diet are more likely to help prevent themselves against certain types of cancer.
There are several types of vegetables, including squash,
Sweet potatoes,
pumpkin,
cabbage,
corn,
obviously, and last we have cucumbers.
Vegetables naturally are low in calories and fats, and none have cholesterol.
Diets rich in potassium may also help maintain healthy blood pressure. Some foods high in potassium are sweet potatoes, white beans, starch, and kidney beans.
It is recommended that vegetables take up 30% of your daily intake.
So eat your veggies, kids!
Grains are the third food group.
Some examples include cereal
Bread,
and pasta.
is good. Trust me.
You must eat grains every day to stay fit and healthy.
Grains also contain carbohydrates that help our body grow and repair.
At least half the grains we eat should be whole grains. The other type of grains are called refined grains.
Eating whole grains can reduce the risk of heart disease and help you maintain a certain weight.
Whole grains also help prevent against constipation.
It is recommended that the average person eats 6 to 11 servings of grain each day. So grain is the most important food group.
Grain up. Next we will be talking about dairy.
Dairy is the best source of calcium, which strengthens our bones.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed milk mustaches don't turn out the way they're advertised to. Let's try it. My real mustache is better than that.
Well, Some examples of dairy include milk,
Not eggs.
cheese.
And yogurt.
The consumption of dairy products can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and also type 2 diabetes.
It is very important to add dairy to your daily diet, especially during childhood and adolescence, because it can help in the construction of bone mass.
Dairy also contributes to preventing osteoporosis because how it strengthens your bones.
It is recommended that you consume 2 to 4 cups of dairy every day.
So drink that milk.
Eat that cheese.
Now, on to the meats.
Meats give us the necessary nutrients to produce proteins.
Some examples include beef,
Chicken.
fish.
Or in China, we eat the cat.
Storm, get out of my house.
Proteins provide the building blocks for muscles, blood, cartilage, bone, and skin.
They also contain calories.
Calories are the unit of heat that measures the amount of energy your body uses and the amount of energy it takes in.
It is recommended that a human being get 2 or 3 portions of meat every day.
Good luck finding the cash for that.
Or my cat.
And lastly, we have fats.
Fats are a naturally oily or greasy substance found in animal bodies.
Fats also hold our internal organs in place.
Although fats are essential for our bodies, we must monitor how much we intake.
There are 2 types of fats. First, there are saturated fats, which are solid at room temperature and contain high amounts of cholesterol, such as desserts.
The other type of fat is unsaturated fats, which are liquid at room temperature and healthier than saturated fats, such as olive oil.
Fun fact! Did you know dessert spelled backwards is stressed?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise is also an important component of staying healthy.
So let's dash outside to where the real exercise takes place.
Physical activity can produce long-term health benefits.
Being physically active can help increase your longevity
Feel better about yourself.
and sleep better at night, and many other benefits.
It is recommended for adults to get 2.5 hours of aerobic exercise each week.
I get my exercise in while running away from my problems.
Let's head back inside so we can wrap things up. Let's go.
So in conclusion, the 6 basic food groups are fruits,
Vegetables,
grains,
dairy,
meats.
and fats.
So from this, we want you to take into consideration the foods you're eating and what they are doing to your body.
So remember, fruits and vegetables help prevent you from chronic diseases and certain types of cancer.
Grains provide the basic nutrients to help you grow.
Dairy provides calcium.
Meats produce proteins that help your bones, skin, and muscles grow stronger.
And lastly, fats provide us with the necessary energy that we need to power through our day.
So keep this in mind next time you go to the grocery store and check those labels.
Due to technical difficulties, we will be moving outside.
Hey again. We had to move aside for our second topic, which is nutrients. We've already talked about the 6 food groups, but
There are also 6 categories of nutrients that our body needs to acquire food.
there's protein,
There's carbohydrates,
fats,
fibers,
vitamins and minerals.
and water.
On to proteins now. Proteins supply amino acids that help build and maintain healthy body tissue.
There are 20 amino acids considered essential because the body must have them all in the right amount to function properly.
Next, we have carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the body's main source of energy and should be a major part of the daily intake.
There are 2 different types of carbohydrates. We have simple and complex.
Complex are preferred because these foods are more nutritious, such as grains, beans, and potatoes.
Complex are also preferred over simple carbohydrates because they allow better blood glucose control.
So as we talked about earlier, fats supply energy and transport nutrients.
There are omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids.
Essential fatty acids are required for the body to function normally.
A larger consumption of omega-3 oils can help to prevent diseases such as cardiovascular disease and also certain types of cancer.
Next we have fiber. Fiber is primarily made up of carbohydrates.
It doesn't have a lot of calories and usually is not broken down by the body for energy.
There are 2 types of fiber, soluble and insoluble.
Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water because it contains a high amount of cellulose.
On the other hand, soluble fiber can dissolve in water. It is most commonly found in fruits and vegetables.
Therefore, make sure you're eating your fruits and vegetables. Now we're going to talk about vitamins and minerals. Vitamins are organic substances present in food.
The most common vitamins are vitamins A, D, E, and K.
These vitamins are fat soluble and will be stored in the body fat.
Minerals are also vital to existence because they are the building blocks for muscles, bones, and tissues.
So eat those daily vitamins. Yeah. And lastly, we have water.
Water makes up 60% of our bodies, so it is very important we consume a healthy amount each day.
It is recommended the average person get at least 64 ounces of water every day.
Water also helps to regulate our body temperature
It also helps to transport nutrients to cells.
and also rids the body of unnecessary waste materials.
So we're on our way to McDonald's, but we gotta wrap up this whole nutrition thing.
So Brittany, why is nutrition important?
Well, now that we've discussed all this information, we want to tell you why it's so important to follow these guidelines and information that we told you about.
First of all, nutrients help our bodies maintain good health and increase longevity.
And unhealthy eating and physical inactivity are some of the leading causes of death in the United States.
Each year, there are 678,000 deaths every year from unhealthy eating and inactivity alone.
Also, lack of physical activities and unhealthy eating habits can lead to a reduced quality of life, and it could restrain you to a bed or a wheelchair for the rest of your life.
Over 2/3 of American adults are overweight or obese.
And the diseases that follow the choice to not worry about your nutrition can also be quite expensive.
Better nutrition could reduce the cost of heart disease, stroke, and cancer, and diabetes by $71 billion each year.
So the next time that you think about going out and getting fast food, just remember this information and think about what it's doing to your body.
You never know. The choices you make today could mean all the difference for your future.
So think about it.